Hey, I can hear you.
Okay, that's great. Hi, Raes. It was a tough day for Chiefs.
hmm
Can you comment on the matches today? I
Um, I don't know what to say. Like, I think everyone played pretty poorly this tournament. Like, especially like me included, of course. I don't know what was wrong with I just think all our drafts were good. So like, there's no fault to the coaches or any of that preparation. Just really comes down to like gameplay. Like, our team coordination was just absolutely awful, and I don't know. It's really as simple as that. I'm pretty sad about it.
okay. I really respect what was able to do so far. I mean, even though it was a one all for tournament for you, considering the situation in Oceania, the fact that a professional league was left behind, I think Chiefs represented the region proudly.
hmm
But I really wonder your opinion about the current play-in format.
Um, I'm definitely more of a fan of this one as opposed to the one with four teams, I mean, four groups of three teams. I think it's definitely easier for wildcard teams to like take games off the teams that should be on paper better than them and just like have better chances of qualifying. Like I know that firsthand from like the 2021 with Legacy. But this run, yeah, I think we definitely had a really hard schedule, like from probably like strongest teams to the bottom. Like in the middle was a bit up and down, but definitely like starting off with like Fnatic and like EG third. And yeah, up until this loss against Beyond Gaming, we always had a chance, if we just won this game and then the next game, then pretty sure that secures a tiebreaker for a match into playoffs. But I think the mental was like too tough on everyone. And yeah, I think everyone has like a lot to take away from this experience.
Okay, so we have seen Detonation Focus Me succeed, and Loud also took a win from Fnatic, but uh, in the opposite, in Group B, minor regions failed against Royal Never Give Up and DRX and Saigon Buffalo and Mad Lions. Do you think the gap between minor regions and major regions are that big, or do you think minor regions could catch up?
I think between Korea and China, like definitely there's a massive gap there, but I think seeing like the some teams I think in our group had competitive games with like EG and then Fnatic obviously dropping that game to Loud, like definitely shows that wildcard teams can never be underestimated. And um yeah, I think the gap I think like we probably made the gap look pretty big this tournament. Like we played so bad, like it feels really like just bad to have shown like I would have like wanted the games to at least be closer, But like it feels like I don't know, man. Every game like I just screwed up mechanically in one fight, which was like really important. I just feel really shit about it, I guess.
Oh, okay, it was a bad tournament, but I really want to hear something passionate from you, Race. I want to see you back here next year, and I want to hear you say that you will be here next year, you will be better, and we will see Oceania fighting for the top again. Please.
Yeah. The last 6 years, like I've never really gotten a break from league and I've gone international a few times. And last year, especially like in LCS was really just tough on me. Uh I'm just I've gone through like a lot of reflection pretty much, and I'm not in any way like planning to retire, of course. I don't know what else I'd do in life, but yeah, I really want to like just improve as a player and a teammate and like just do the same thing, carry my team to Worlds and actually like carry my team at Worlds next year. Like I will definitely be back at MSI in Worlds if I do plan to play in OS and Oceania, and I would like do my hardest to make that happen. This
Um,
is just like more motivation for me.
mhm. You mentioned that you played in LCS, and I was planning on asking a question about your uh, spell at LCS. I mean, we saw FBI and King keep going in the LCS, but you, as one of the most successful players in Oceania, you decided to come back after 1 year. Can you comment on that decision? For Turkish
Um,
fans, of course.
yeah, I can. Um, really, it wasn't like my decision, right? Like I had a 2-year contract with Immortals, and then I got dropped off after a year, and no one like, from Academy wanted me, no one in LCS wanted me, so I guess like top six on a really bad like projected roster apparently isn't good enough for the region. Do think I had pretty bad work ethic that year because of just like mental reasons, but I do think if I was to play in NA again, like just with all the experience I've gotten, I would know like what to avoid and try my hardest to make sure like I succeed next time.
Okay. I'm speaking for Espori, Turkish media, so I really
Yeah.
wonder what do you think about Istanbul Wildcats, our representative?
Um, it's been hard to catch the other games since like travels from the venue is quite long and I don't actually have like internet. Have they? I know Isris is like 0 for in the group. Is like Wildcats doing? We scrimmed them a few times and they seem like pretty decent. Like I know Holy Phoenix, like he's a really. Oh yeah, I remember watching that game where he was. I think it was the game against Mad Lions. He was like 1v9, right?
Mhm.
Um, yeah. So like I know Holy Phoenix, of course. I think he's like a really good AD carry. Would have been like great to verse him. Um, yeah, it's fun like for us to verse Turkish. Just any wildcard region. Like there's always like a bit of rivalry there, and I know we had like a fun game like the last time. At least for me, it was like a fun game. Probably not for like Turkish in 2020, but yeah, I hope they do well. Like I care about the. I want like all wildcard regions to do well because I like hate the just narrative around not caring about like our representation at Worlds and like how people just want to watch like LCK versus LPL for Worlds or whatever. Like, yeah, I hate like how minor regions are treated by some of the fans. So I hope they do good.
Okay. And I want to ask about after the Riot Games, after Riot Games left Oceania as left the office, um, players from Oceania started being considered as residents in North America, and I want to ask, um, do you think it's helped the region, or do you think it made it lose some quality? Because from Turkey, it is very hard to understand what position Oceania is right now.
Yeah, I do know Turkey is like pretty similar, right? I know some their players since it's quite geographically close to EU that like Armut and Broken Blade like get taken off. So yeah, it's definitely doesn't help the region to take like our best prospects, in like their first or second year, and um, we just pretty much like the veterans of the region just have to pretty much try be as good as we possibly can to make sure that the skill level of our region is still like a good enough level to represent us internationally, and like we failed to do that this year, so it's definitely rough. But next year, like I will try come back here and prove that despite like losing players every year to NA or whatever region wants to take them, like we'll still be a region to be fed.
Um, Thank you for all these answers, Race. I mean,
No
it
worries.
was really nice to talk with you, and I would like to say, is there anything you would like to say for the Turkish fans?
To the Turkish fans, I know like over the past, at least in the past when Chiefs first went to tournaments, that there's definitely like some rivalry there. So hopefully like that's developed over time and that it's much like more friendly between us because yeah, I remember it used to be pretty toxic. I don't know, like in 2014, 2015, some stuff happened, but I think right now like pretty much all the wildcard regions should just be like pretty close to each other and care about how everyone else does because it kind of affects everyone else. Yeah. And if there's any Turkish fans that like support the Chiefs, like or Oceania, like thank you.
Okay, thanks so much. That's all.
No worries.
Um,
Bye.
okay.